what's going on with you guys? Thanks for tapping with me again today. And if you're new to the channel, I'm Cleveland. So behind me I have this monster aquarium. This is a 240 gallon aquarium, 8 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot. And I want to go ahead and not only update you on this aquarium, for those of you that are not new to the channel, and then I also want to let everybody know how much it costs to set this bad boy up. I've received multiple questions on that in the comments, so let's go ahead and get started on this tank, and then I will continue to do each one of my aquariums, letting you know how much it costs to get it up and running. I don't want to put them all in one video because it'd be a very long video, and I want to make sure I keep the people watching. So we have a 240 gallon aquarium. I also refer to this as my Dovi Community Aquarium. Yes, I did say Dovi Community Aquarium. It's been some debate on whether or not you could actually house Dovi with other fish. I've had this guy for over 2 years. He's been a community Dovi the whole time. Obviously, I keep referring to him as he because he's a male. He's already about 12 inches. He has a wide array of tank mates in this aquarium, ranging in size, ranging in species, and it is working out perfectly fine. So let's go with the smallest fish. Let me just tell you about this Feste right here. This Feste is new to the aquarium. This Feste is probably about 3.5 inches, very small, right? And then we also have another newbie in this aquarium, and he is hiding right now, but it is our pike. This is, I previously thought it was a lenticulata pike, but it is actually a striped pike, and he's probably is about 6 inches. We also have in here the buddy Quafferi, also known as the zebra tilapia. He's about 11 inches. We have 3 Midas cichlids in here. I think that's a red devil, but they were all sold to me as red devils. Nonetheless, we have 3 of them in here. This is the most beautiful one, in my opinion. We also have the African pike, also known as the Hepsetis odo pike right there. We have the red-tailed Brycon right there.
Where's the Brycon?
The red-tailed Brycon is right here. We have a Dale Hazy Fisher back there. We have a high fin spotted pleco up under there. We have our African knifefish back there. We have 2 Raphael cats in this aquarium. So the update that I wanted to tell you about was, of course, moving over our tiny Feste and our hiding pike. So they're only hiding because I'm standing in front of the aquarium. The pike is a little skittish right now, but whatever. So that is the stocking for this aquarium, and like I said, it's crazy because I'm pretty sure I heard prior that you cannot house Dovis with other fish. We'll see how this goes when he gets 8 more inches on him, but I still believe that we will be able to house him. Obviously, at this time, he will no longer be in this small 240 because everybody is going to get an upgrade. I'm thinking at least a 3,000 gallon, if not bigger. It's going to be a plywood aquarium that I'm going to build, so I really hope that you guys are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on that. But that is going to come in the future, hopefully within the next year or so. But moving on. So now let's talk about how much it costs to get this aquarium up and running. So I don't have it on the top of my head. I know what everything costs, but I wanted to make sure I wrote it down so I don't miss anything for you guys. And this is just for the people that's actually, requested this information. So starting off with the tank. The tank with the lids was about $2,000 if you count the truck to go get it and everything like that. So we're gonna say $2,000 for this aquarium right here. As far as the stand, saved a lot of money on building this stand myself. The stand that came with this aquarium at the store was about $1,300 bucks. It's definitely affordable. It's definitely worth it. But I feel like by me buying the material myself and building it myself, I could give it the height that I want, the look that I want, etc. This was the first stand I ever built, and I've only spent $300 bucks on all the materials to build this stand. Saved about $1,000, guys. Just took a little bit of time. So one on that. We have three FX6 food wall canister filters down there. Now those are a little pricey. Probably spent 1,300 bucks on these 3 filters right here. But as you can see, water's crystal clear. Fish are very healthy. Don't have to worry about the tank being understocked, overstocked, anything like that. I like to have more filtration. I believe in 3 to 4 times the water volume of your aquarium tremendously with the 3 filters I have right here. On top of the fact that I have an above the tank sump. So that's what this is. So I made this myself as well. I don't know if you guys have seen the video on it. If you have not, you should take a look at that if you want to do something similar. So my above the tank sump right here is full of media, full of filter floss, full of sponges. I have the sponges in there that pulls out like the ammonias, things like that. I have just the regular white polyfill filter floss. I have the carbon filter floss or sponges in there that's going to help remove any kind of odor, discoloration, things like that. So all of that working in unison with these 3 filters down below keeps this tank looking the way it looks. So let's move on to the rock work. Now this is going to be on you. So originally I've had most of this rock work for the past 3 or 4 years, guys. So I just been accumulating it over time. But they charge by the weight. So they charge like $1.99 per pound for the rock itself. So I just decided to total up all the rock for you guys. I probably spent about $300 to $400 bucks. Let's just say $300. You know, because I've learned that it's cheaper to buy the skinnier pieces, the thinner pieces of rock instead of this heavy stuff. This was like the very first one I bought. But again, let's just go with $300 for all the rock work. Our kid is over there having a ball right now. Stop it, babe. Alright, so that right there, probably notice I'm looking a little brighter in here. Had to cut on the light for you guys. But anyway, so that's the rock work. So you notice that we also have some plants in here. That is fairly new. We just added the plants in here probably about like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Some are doing good, some are not. Although none have died off. They're constantly floating around. Some constantly have to move them around. So they are not in the original place of where I put them. But nonetheless, they're still here. And I probably spent about 130 bucks on the plants. Next we have the substrate. So the substrate I bought from Lowe's. This was a steal of a deal. I probably only spent $20 on all of this substrate to fill up this whole 240 gallon aquarium. We have a circulation pump on each side. I bought them off Amazon. Probably spent about $100 on those. We have the air pump that I also purchased off Amazon. That's down below. That right there was another $50. We have the heaters. We have one on each side. The heaters was another $150. And we also have the lights. The lights was $100. So I think I got nope. One more filter, guys. The UV filter down there, you can't really see it, but we have a UV filter also running on this aquarium. Here's the UV filter right here, guys. Alright, so now as far as these fish, I cannot put a price on them because not only have I had these fish for a long time, but I will put them at a higher value than maybe someone else would, yourself or anybody else. So, and that really depends on you. You know, you might not want to stock them with the same fish I have in here. And then also as they get bigger, they're more valuable in my opinion. I would definitely spend more money on a guy this size than I would spend on a fish this size. But that's really it. That's really it, guys. I mean, let me tell you the total. So the total for everything is $4,550, guys. It costs $4,500 to get this up and running without any of the fish. It's a little pricey, but again, depending on your stocking, if you only want to have smaller fish in here, I think just one of these filters right there would suffice. So that probably would knock off about 700 bucks. You know, so you'd be around like $3,800. But nonetheless, it could have been much more. I bought the stand for an extra $1,000. That's $5,500. You know what I mean? So, guys, so that's it. That's how much I spent for this 240-gallon aquarium behind me to get up and running. I'm going to start doing this on all my tanks. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that notification bell is hit. It may not be in sequence, but I will make sure that I do a video just like this on each one of these aquariums. I want to make sure that I answer the questions that are in the comments, and I feel there's no better way of doing so than through a video. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Follow me on Instagram at The Fish Corner. Follow my Facebook page at Fish Corner. And until next time, guys, peace.